Hello, I'm Emmanuel, and you're watching the first of many episodes on how to become a better YouTuber and a better vlogger. This series is going to help you to be able to communicate with your camera better, to find ways of getting affordable equipment, and also to find out how to be a better editor and all that good stuff. So in today's series, we're going to talk about how to get the actual idea of becoming a vlogger or a YouTuber, because they are two different things. A YouTuber is pretty much anyone that publishes video on the YouTube site. A vlogger is someone who may cover a certain topic or their life in video form and put it online anywhere. So how to get the idea for becoming a vlogger or YouTuber? On YouTube, there's so many different types of videos on the website. You have people that have cooking tutorials, you have people that have makeup tutorials, video tutorials. There's so many different types. Now it's all about how to figure out what you want to do. The first thing you should consider is, what is my interest? What am I really interested in? This will allow you to be able to provide better content because you have a better knowledge of it and you also have an interest of it. We all know that if we're not interested in something, we usually aren't driven to cover it or talk about it as much as we could have if we did have an interest in it. So make sure you are actually interested in it and that you have knowledge in it. The second thing you could think about is, what is something that I've always wanted to do but never really thought of being able to do it? Now, this is different from the first one, because in our first step, we already know what we want to do. We already know what we're interested in. But in the second step, there may be something that you are really interested in that you never felt was possible, but YouTube does make it possible. Music is a perfect example for this. The music industry is obviously really difficult to get into. However, with YouTube having millions and millions of viewers throughout the day, this is the perfect venue of showing your talent. You have an audience that will be able to give you feedback, they'll be able to actually request songs, give you, tips or anything. This is not something you always get with another type of way of doing things. If you still don't know what to cover, then I'll give you some ideas. You should always try to expand on these ideas. Maybe if there's something that you've never really seen on YouTube or that I'm not smart enough to actually think about, you could be the first to do it on YouTube. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone on YouTube that does candle tutorials, but you could probably be the first person that says this candle smells nice and the wick or all that stuff. So there's always a market out there, so you could be the first. But here are some good ideas. You can do cooking tips if you're a really good cook, or even if you aren't like a professional cook, if you are able to, not burn things and you're really good at cooking, that could be a good idea. You can do electronics. I started on YouTube by doing technology reviews and news. This is a perfect venue to get into. It's not too big of a community of actual technology vloggers, but you do have a big audience with this, and this is perfect to get into. It's not as expensive as you may think of getting into. You could just review things around the house, and then from there you can go on to bigger and newer gadgets, and then eventually companies will start going to you and asking you to review their products. And it does happen, and it's going to be really fun. A third idea you can do is fitness tutorials. This is a subject on YouTube that's popular almost year-round because people want to exercise and lose weight throughout the year. So you have the holiday season where people want to lose weight before or after the holiday season. You have people that are having weddings, so you always have a market there. So it's always good to maybe try that out if you're interested in it. So just a few ideas that you can do with getting started on YouTube. You don't always have to stick with these topics, but it's actually kind of good to have an idea of if you're going to get away from that or if you're going to stay with those topics when you start. So that was the first episode on how to become a better YouTuber or a better vlogger. In our next episode, we will talk more about signing up for YouTube, thinking of a name, and expanding beyond YouTube. Thanks for watching and hope to see you guys soon. Bye.